Welcome to Rijji, the new chapter from the circle chapter, that is chord of contact. That is chord of contact. Actually, the definition of chord of contact: the line joining from a tangents of a circle, they will meet at one point. The intersecting point is called chord of contact here. And let's see theoretically, practically here. This is circle, s is equal 0, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal 0. This is the circle equation. S is equal 0 here. S is equal to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal 0. And this is a circle here. And when a secant line, what is meant by secant line? A line which is intersect the circle at 2 points, and a line is passing through the circle which it should intersect at 2 points. This is A, this is B. I am considering this is A and this is B here, and this is C here, center C here, and this is called point of contact. This is called point of contact. Point of contact. This is also point of contact. Here, when a line intersects a circle, it intersects the circle at 2 points. These 2 points are called point of contact, and this is also point of contact. This line is called secant line. This is called secant line. Secant line. And if you draw a tangent line at point of contact, a tangent line, this is a tangent line here. If you extend like this, this is a tangent line. It meets circle at one point. This is nothing but tangent line, and this is also one more tangent line here. This is also one more tangent line. The point of intersecting of two tangent line when a secant line intersect the circle, this is called P of x comma y. This is called point of chord of contact here. This is nothing but chord of contact. See here, when a circle is having s is equal 0 equation, and when a secant line intersect a point, and when two tangents are drawn at chord of at 2 points, point of contacts, when a tangent lines are drawn at point of contact, the intersecting tangents point is called chord of contact. This is all about chord of contact. And the next one is, let us see the problem of chord of contact. This is the definition of chord of contact. When a circle is having a secant line, the two intersecting points of a secant line is called point of contact. From those two point of contacts, we are drawing two tangent lines. The intersecting point of a tangent line is called chord of contact here. And the next one, find the equation of chord of contact. Find the equation of chord of contact. When chord of contact, if s is equal x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 8 is equal 0 at 1 comma 2. This is the question here, and we need to find the equation of chord of contact here. And the solution is given that s is equal to x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y plus 8 is equal 0, and p of 1 comma 2. Next, here we need to find if the equation of chord of contact is is S1 is equal to 0, where S1 is equal to nothing but you need to substitute x1 plus y1 plus y1 2 of x plus x1 minus 3 of y plus y1 plus 8 is equal to 0. Let's substitute this x1 and y1 values in this expression. You will get 1 x1 of 1 plus y of 2 and 2 of x plus 1 and 3 of y plus 2 plus 8 is equal to 0, and x plus 2y plus 2x plus 2, if you multiply this, 3y minus 6 plus 8 is equal to 0, and x here x plus 2x, that is 3x, 2y minus 3y minus y plus 2 minus 6 plus 2 here plus 2 here, this is plus 2 plus 8, 10 minus 6 plus 4 here. This is the equation of, therefore the chord of contact S1 is equal to 0. This is the equation of chord of contact. And the next topic is, the most important topic is that is pole and polar. Pole and polar. Pole and polar here. Here, before finding the pole and polar here, let us draw a circle here. This is a circle and S is equal to 0. This is this is center here, center C. This is S is equal to 0 here, that is nothing but x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0, and this is circle. And when a secant line intersected, first of all, I am taking, before first step here, I am taking a point here. This point is outside of the circle. I am assuming this point is pole of a circle here. Pole, I am taking, considering this, assuming this is a pole, that is P here. This is P here. From this P, if we draw a secant line is nothing but secant line. Secant line is nothing but the line, it should intersect at 2 points. At 2 points is called secant line. Tangent line is nothing but it's line which should, secant line, first one is secant line and the second one tangent line. You must know about the secant line and tangent line here. Secant line is nothing but a line should intersect the circle at 2 points, and the tangent line is nothing but the line should touch the circle at 1 point is called tangent line. The secant line and tangent line. First of all, I am drawing here one secant line. This is one secant line, and this secant line intersecting circle at 2 points. This is point 1 and point 2. Point 1, point 2. And here, I mean, from this point is called, generally every point on a circle, every point on a circle is also a point of contact. From that point we can draw a tangent line is here. From that point, a point of contact, from a point of contact we can draw a tangent line. Tangent line is nothing but the line it should touches the circle at one point is called tangent line here. And here observe clearly, from these 2 points, 1 and 2 points, I am drawing a tangent line. I am drawing a tangent line here, and here also I am drawing a tangent line. Here also I am drawing a tangent line. Here this is an intersecting point here. I am considering this intersect point is Q here. No, I am considering this intersecting point denoted by I. I am considering this point is I, and I am drawing one more secant line from point P. This is pole. I am considering this is pole here. This is pole here. From this point again, I am drawing. This is point number 3 and this is point number 4. I am drawing a tangent line at point 3 here. I am drawing a tangent line at point 4 again. Tangent line at point 4 again here. Similarly, it will intersect somewhere. I am drawing one more secant line here. This is the tangent line here. Otherwise, if you don't understand this one, this is the one and this is the one. The locus of joining of these 2 points is called polar. This is the polar. This is pole and this is polar. First of all, listen carefully. Somewhat difficult to understand this concept here. First of all, a circle is there. For that circle, I am locating a point outside of the circle, and from that point I am drawing a secant lines. From that point I am drawing a secant line. From that secant line, this is L1, this is L2, this is L3. Here from that secant line, we are getting 2 points of contact here, 2 intersecting points. From those intersecting points, I am drawing a tangent lines here. The intersecting points of tangent line is considering is I, and next we are drawing one more secant line here. From that again we are getting point of intersection, point of contact here. Again from that point of contact we are drawing tangent lines. The intersecting point is called I3. This is I2. This is I3. So the locus of joining of all intersecting points is called polar. The locus of joining intersecting points of tangent line is called polar. The locus of joining intersecting points of a tangent line is called polar here. Listen carefully. I am repeating once again here from the small diagram. So listen carefully. Pole and polar, I am repeating once again. So you will get clarification here. I am taking a small circle here. This is a circle here. This is a circle having center C and S is equal 0 here, and I am taking one point outside of the circle. This I am considering this point is pole. We can write it as P also. From this point I am drawing a secant line. This is secant line. Secant line is nothing but this is the L1. Secant line is nothing but the line which is intersecting a circle at 2 points. This point is called point of contact, and this point is also called point of contact 1 and 2 here. From these 2 point of contacts I am drawing a tangent line here. From these 2 points I am drawing a tangent line, and from this point to point of contact is also I am drawing one more tangent line. Here from these 2 tangent lines the intersecting point is taking as I1, and from the point of pole, from the pole again I am drawing a secant line. The intersecting points are called point of contact here. This is I am considering 3 and this is considering I am 4, and again from this point of contact I am drawing tangent lines here. This is tangent line, one tangent line, and again from this I am drawing tangent line here. This is also one more tangent line, and the intersecting point of these 2 tangent line is I2, and the locus of joining of I1 and I2, I1 and I2, I1 and I2, the locus of joining of intersecting points of intersecting points of I1 and I2 is called, this is nothing but, this line is called polar. Listen carefully, the point P is called polar, and the line which is intersecting points of the locus of joining of intersecting points of a tangent line is called polar. This is all about pole and polar here. This is important one. This is an important topic here. And the next topic is and some important points of a pole and polar here. And the first point in that, if P lies outside of the circle, then the polar of contact point of P is at P. Here that is nothing but, if we draw a circle S is equal 0 and S is equal 0, if pole is lies outside of the circle, if polar is lies here, if pole is lies outside of the circle, this is P I am considering. So the point, then the polar is nothing but, the polar is how we are getting here, the polar is here we are getting, the polar we are getting here point of contact, the pole is contact here, this is the point of contact. This is all about the first point here. And the second one, point of contact we are getting if the P is lies outside of the circle. If P is lies on the circle, if P is lies on the circle, what will happen here? If P is lies on the circle, then only we are going to get only tangent. It meets at one point on the circle. This is called tangent. If P is lies on the circle, if P is lies on the circle, we are going to get only tangent here. Tangent is nothing but the line which is touching at one point on a circle is called tangent of a circle. And If P lies inside the circle, the polar completely lies outside of the circle. For example, if I am drawing a circle here like this, I am taking, this is center C and taking point P here. From the point P, the line should draw here, the secant line. This is the only one possible. We have many possible secant lines here. So I am drawing only one possible. From this, the point tangents are like this, and one more line I am drawing here. One more. This is secant line 1. This is secant line 2 here. From this point of contact, I am drawing it. From this point of contact, I am drawing 2 tangent lines. From this point of contact, I am drawing 2 more tangent lines. From these 2 tangent intersecting points, I am drawing. From these 2 intersecting points, I am drawing here. From these 2 in point of contact here, I am drawing here, and from these 2 here like this. So if you join these 2 intersecting points, the polar must and should is outside of the circle. That is what he is saying. The polar must and should, it is outside of the circle. When a point P is inside of the circle, the polar should be outside of the circle. This is all about third point of a pole and polar. The pole of a diameter does not, next fourth point, the polar of a center of circle with respect to the same circle does not exist. The polar of a center of the polar of center of circle, the polar of the center of circle, polar and here we don't exist polar at center of the circle. We does not exist any polar at the center of the circle. This is called the fourth point. And the pole of a diameter does not exist, right? Here if you draw a circle, here, if you draw a circle, pole of a diameter does not exist. Here if you draw a pole here, if you draw a diameter, then polar does not exist. Why? Because here the intersecting points are, this is the diameter, from this diameter the intersecting points are 1 and 2. If you draw a tangent line at 1 and 2, this is one more tangent line, this is one tangent line, and this is also one more tangent line here. They won't intersect at any point. So that's why polar does not exist here. This is all about the fifth point. And the next one, here, polar is perpendicular to the line joining center and pole here. Polar is perpendicular to the line joining of center and pole. This is pole P and this is center. Polar is a perpendicular to the center and pole line and the polar line. This is a perpendicular line. This is all about the sixth point here. And the polar of a point exists is unique. Only one polar for one pole. This is the condition for here. Only one polar for one pole to a circle. He is saying only one polar for one pole of a circle. If you draw a circle here, if you mentioned a pole here, for this pole only one polar we are going to get. For this point again one more polar we are going to get. Only one polar for respective of one pole. This is all about the point number 7 here. The polar of collinear point are concurrent. The polar of collinear point, the lines which are having in a same line is called collinear here. Polar of collinear points are concurrent, as well as the poles of concurrent lines are collinear. These 2 points are about concurrent and collinear here. The pole of line joining here, listen carefully, the pole of line joining lx plus my is equal to 0 with respect to the circle x square plus y square is equal to r square, which is having center as origin, and for that condition pole of a line, when a line, pole of a line lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 with respect to a circle, that is standard form of circle here, x square plus y square is equal to r square. Here for that condition minus r square into l by n into r square into m by n, where r is a radius of circle, l is coefficient of x, where m is a coefficient of y, n is a constant of a line, This is all about the point number 10 here, and this is a pole point. After substituting the values of l comma m and n and r, finally we will get the pole of a circle. And the next point is the pole of the line lx plus my plus n is equal to 0 with respect to the circle x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fi plus c is equal to 0. Here we have a circle, standard form of circle here. This is the general form of circle, x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fi plus c is equal to 0. S is equal to 0. This is a circle, s is equal to 0, and I am taking a circle here. For that circle the condition is minus g. For that circle the condition, the pole of a point. This is for general circle equation. This is standard form of circle here, general form of circle here. 2.2 cases are there here. For this one, the pole point definition formula is here, l r square by lg plus mf minus n comma minus f plus mr square by lg plus mf minus n. Here l is the coefficient of x, m is the coefficient of y, and r is radius, and g minus g and f are centers, minus g and f are centers. L is a l m n are coefficients. N is the constant of a line given here, This is all about pole and polar and their concept. In next session we are going to learn conjugate point, conjugate lines here. This is the most important topic of a intermediate and circle chapter. You should know about the concept pole and polar here. Please go through this class and practice at your notes.